Okay, we're live. Are we? I don't know. Let's see.
Check.
Looks like it. Okay. Says we're live on YouTube.
We are.
Cool. Great. Love it. See if anybody decides to tune in and watch. Hello, hello. Hello. I guess let's see, we got somebody tuned in, as long as it's not just you. Oh, okay, cool, great, fantastic. We're logged into our own stream. Oh goodness. Alrighty. I don't know if this is going to be okay. Well, I think I may have set this on a really low, the opposite direction I should have for the latency. So I'm not sure if I can fix that. It's on normal. I don't know if I can fix that. Not now. Okay. Well, is what it is. I guess we'll just have a really long feedback loop of where we are versus what everyone else is seeing, because I think I set it the opposite direction. Anyway, know if we feel like getting started or just chilling for a minute.
Well, we can at least wait for Michelle.
Right. Yeah.
And I will make a post.
Fantastic. I can't do anything with my phone right now. I've got my phone set up here for the lovely top-down view today. Hoping that everyone can hear us this time, unlike last time where my microphone was not connected for some reason. I don't know how fast it... Oh, I guess I could always go on a computer. Okay. Posts have been made. Let's see what we got. All right. Not a single. And Facebook's probably not going to share that, because Facebook does not like when I share YouTube links.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dumbest. The dumbest. Okay. Well, I don't know if we bother. Do, 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 do. Wow. I had time to pick up my cup, drink it, and set it back down before the stream even shows up that I have
You
done
just set
so.
it down.
Mm-hmm. Guess I can start making chains of things. I got these really cute pearls, but the holes in them are really small.
I've got little, if you need that. Got little chains.
It's not even the links. It's just that they're like kind of cheap, and so they have like plastic.
Oh, we've got 2 people.
We've got, oh yeah, more people are here. Okay, great, fantastic. Hello, everyone. Some more people have shown up. How are you all? Let's see. I think I can. Whoa, that is not what I wanted to show. Okay. Oh no, exit
That's
full
not-
screen. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You can go away now. We don't need that.
Yeah, they didn't see that.
Oh, okay. No, you can click it and it'll show up on the screen.
It hasn't.
It might. In just a second.
Sure.
Well, in any case, hello. How are you two people watching the stream? How are you? It is me, Rachel, and I am joined by a manager, Sam. Yay! And it's Sam's birthday soon, so it's party hat day.
Well, it's next week, so close enough.
Next week, but yeah. Anyway, fun times for us. I'm just hanging out, and she's been letting me get some work done and watching my crazy toddler, who's totally exhausting, wouldn't you say?
Very.
So yeah, today we thought we would go over some jewelry stuff since we didn't really get to it last time when I was working on the head bow. So we've got cutie little head bow here. Beep, beep, beep. And I was thinking I would show some chain making and some dangly techniques and show you some of the stuff that you need if you've never done jewelry work before. And this should, give you a basic if you wanted to make a simple necklace or bracelet. Nothing too crazy. I'm not super advanced in jewelry making myself, so just kind of some fun basic tools that are going to help you get started. But let's see. I guess for starters, the tools that you'll probably want are a set of pliers. And I just bought this whole pack of 5, probably Michael's or Joann's, I don't remember, or you can probably get a lot of these things anywhere. But the key is that you've got the round nose pliers, needle nose or bent nose. Either one of these are pretty handy. You can have a separate pair of snips if you would like. My needle nose has a little cutting edge right here on its, so I just kind of tend to use this one and not even bother with my extra wire cutters. And then this set came with a pair of flat nose. So I don't really use those all that much, but occasionally I pick them up. Just kind of depends on what I have handy or, what I reach for. But these 3 are my most often used pliers. And then what I've got here is an assortment of jewelry thingies. Let's see, get me in the right. Here we go. Some chain, some sequins and various beads of just goofy stuff I had laying around the house, and jump rings.
Hi, Angela. Hi, Michelle.
Oh, hello. People are here. And then what did I snag? Here are some things. Now these little what did I call them in the description? Do you remember?
No.
Oh, okay. The ones with the loop at the end, those are used for making like pearl chains or attaching other dangly things to a bead and then also attaching it to something else. This one here is very hard to see. It has a flat end, although sometimes you can see them with a little ball end, and that just stops the bead from going any lower, and then that can be the very last bead in a dangle. And then obviously some little jump rings in whatever size you prefer. Those are, and let's see, I'm trying to think. These pins come in all different lengths. And then the little hook-ended ones come in different lengths too. That's the length I happen to have with me because I mostly use little eye pins, Michelle says. Okay. Yeah, she would know. Michelle does more of the jewelry stuff than I do. But yeah, just have all these little teeny weeny pearls. You don't need an eye pin that with a really long. And so this one, I first started here, I've got, there we go, already threaded on a pearl. And often what I will do is you'll take these little guys. Sometimes I clip off a little extra. And the more you work with it, each type of bead that you have, the more you'll know exactly where to cut. And then you'll take your little round nose. Let's see if I can get this up here and kind of pinch it. And I want to get this going more that way. So it's going in the same direction. This is probably impossible to see. Let's see, where are we going? There we go. And roll it along into a little twirl. Oh, and I think I cut that one too short. Haha. That's okay. This is the first one I've made in a long time.
This stream's about just having fun and making and decorating.
Yeah, I want to make like a little pearl chain across the top, so when I wear it, I'll have like lots of little danglies and doodads and whatever. And then I have sequins and tons of little seed beads that I want to actually sew through like the fabric itself. Ooh, that's dirty. Okay. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. Get some, as you can see, possibly here. Let's get really close to the camera there. Ah, there we go. I created two little holes essentially. And what I would do is then take the next eye pin, thread on another bead, and do the next one. And it looks like this one's a little bit longer. So I may want to cut this one. Yeah, it's been actually a really long time since I've done a lot of jewelry stuff. Roll this guy around, but before I get all the way closed, I am going to take this one and this first one, and this one, I don't know if you can see it. Oh God, it's so tiny. Is not quite all the way closed. And I will hook it on there, like so. So they're hooked together. Oh gosh, my fingers are too fat for this.
You've got man hands.
Good man hands. I gave Sam my teeny weeny pair of pliers that hurt my hands because my hands were too big for the pliers. So there we go. I have got a link together to pearls.
Yes, super tiny.
Yes, absolutely insanely tiny. And but once you get started and you get a good chain going, then, you know, it kind of comes together. And you can hang extra jump rings off of these strands or not. And I have some other fun things too. I've got these cute little star and sun charms, which I thought went really well with my space fabric. I have some moons too, but they are silver. Come back here. And most everything else I have is gold, just because that's what I had laying around from my last jewelry project. So I'm going to crafting some more of these pearl chains and see how far I get. I also do have a length of regular chain that I can just hang things from. So that is an option because some of my beads are a little bit chunkier. But let's just see how we get going along.
Now, how are we going to attach the chain?
I was going to attach the chain with a I have an awl, which is very sharp and pokey, and I was going to pierce a little hole in the corner of my head bow here. Just pierce a hole all the way through, so we've got it coming out both sides, if you can see that. And then I will hook a jump ring through it and close that jump ring. So once I've got my chain the length that I want it, then I can measure it on my head. Yeah. Guess we should ask and see what other people are up to these days. We've just been kind of hanging out. We went to a nonprofit craft store where people donate old supplies from their stash, and they do a lot of cheap and for free crafting classes for our city, so that's fun. It was a lot of fun going and looking around in there. They had some crazy like grab bags of stuff. The 3-year-old was like, "Ooh, I want that. I want that," because it's all just so much going on in there. I've actually gotten a couple of pieces of fabric last time I went and this time. Got some fabric, so I might do some videos on making things out of those fabrics. They're very old grandma floral, as is my style. My floral dress. So yeah, that went together pretty quickly. Added a third little bead there.
You can also get a Tic Tac size container of sequins there.
Yes, that was 75 cents. A very good purchase. They're like iridescent sequins. And that is what I will be using to sew the seed beads to the head bow. Ooh, shooting pieces of metal. Let's see. I need to be more aware of where my camera is facing as I tend to craft like a gremlin, like toward the edge of the table. I'll hook that on there.
And I'm just back here playing with random crafts.
Yay.
And possibly decorating my little birthday hat. But if you guys have any questions, I will be watching the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we both got the chat pulled up, so we're glad that you're here, Angela, and I know Michelle's just kind of hanging out.
And whoever else is here that hasn't talked.
Yeah. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Sometimes it's hard to talk and pay attention to your crafts at the same time. But all right. Oh, goodness. What have I done here? Oh, no. When you get your wire twisted, that's a good time to grab your flat nose, because you can grab a, let's see, you can kind of pinch this piece of wire flat here so it doesn't get all bent out of shape while you then fix the rest of it. There, that's a slightly better view. Let's see if I can hook this chain on here before I close it. Okay. Hello. Are you gonna refocus? No? It's like really confused. Doesn't like my drink. Ah, there we go.
Oh, now it's showing the StreamYard live viewers.
Oh, okay.
Or wait, no, I'm behind. Yes.
Like I said, I put it on a setting that I don't think is the right one, and I don't know if it's like ultra slow when I should have set it the other direction. But yeah, it's a mystery. Let's see. What is... Oh, it says we have 4 people viewing, so hello. Welcome, everyone. Sam and I have got my grandma's fancy china out, as per my usual, and filled with alcohol, as per my usual.
Rachel got me an early birthday present.
It's
coffee flavored.
Yeah, it was like, they call it Black Roast from Kraken. It's pretty good. I had gotten a bottle at Christmas time and really liked it, so I thought Sam would enjoy it as well. And I am drinking the same thing as last time, the Absolute elderflower and pear, which is pretty good.
It's in teacup, so it's fancy.
Yeah, I showed her all of my teacup options, and she said, I'll go with the grandma pattern. And I said, well, yes, that is actually my grandma's teacup. So indeed, it is grandma. Oh, our preferred summer drinks.
I'm a big fan of things that you can mix with lemonade. So I like elderflower liqueur with lemonade.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't, well, I made it one pitcher in the springtime, but I used to, Michelle and I, when she lived with me, we would make jasmine iced tea and put it in a big pitcher and just put a little milk in the bottom of the cup and then fill the rest with the iced tea. So refreshing. That's a good one for me.
What about you, Angela?
Might take a while for her to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really big into that jasmine iced tea.
Yeah, I like fruity, like herbal teas that you can mix with lemonade as well.
Oh, yeah, like a raspberry tea or something like that. Yeah.
like my go-to at like Starbucks since I became lactose intolerant is their passion herbal tea with lemonade and a shot of raspberry.
Oh yeah, also loves elderflower liqueur. It's pretty good. That's why I like the Absolute, because it's the elderflower and pear, so it's just a little less sweet than just straight up elderflower liqueur.
Al's Brews. Have not had that.
I have not had that either.
And Michelle just made iced coconut, well, with white tea with pineapple. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Michelle can drink things with caffeine in it again, so she, ever so slightly dabbling back into it.
Well, white tea barely has any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually found a few good white tea blends on Adagio.
Oh, nice.
And I've made a decent white tea.
Mm-hmm. She gave me their black tea with ginger, which was really good because at the time she was like, I can't have black tea. You can have this. It was a sample they sent with her or other order.
Yeah, she also gave me one that was called Castiel's Butt.
What?
Michelle gave me one that was Castiel's Butt and that from Supernatural, and then Goth Daddy, which had the Goth Daddy from Dream Daddy.
Oh, God.
So if you don't know us, Michelle and I have a tradition of giving each other the weirdest, yet somehow useful or kind of wanted birthday and Christmas gifts.
There's been some weird ones.
Including our infamous wrist cuff display at our booth.
Yes. The wrist cuff display turned out to be a really good stellar purchase.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. And if you come by our booth and you haven't given it a good fist bump, you know. We're going to be at NecoCon this year. Hey!
Oh, Michelle can drink tea and decaf coffee currently.
Yay!
Adagio has great and terrible tea mixes for nerds. Yes. Yes, it does.
I didn't know they had nerdy theme named teas.
Oh, you can make your own and give it whatever name you want and whatever sticker you want.
Oh, okay. I see. That I was unaware of. There's a tea shop that's down in Hampton, and they always, I don't know if they're like a Neko sponsor or if they just sponsored the Lolita tea, but we've always had their tea, and they have very specifically nerdy named teas. Them I have a few of. They're pretty good. I wouldn't say they're my most favorite things, and one of them I think is disgusting, but it came in a pack of 4, and I knew I would drink the other 3, so. But I think it has, like, it's like one of those chocolate teas or the cacao nibs that I don't like those. If I just want to drink chocolate, I'll just drink hot chocolate.
Yeah, but people like me, I can have cocoa nibs, but I can't have hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah, because there's too much milk in hot chocolate. Yeah. I guess that is one pro towards the cocoa nib tea. Right. I'm going to see if I can get this real up close here. I'm just going to pinch this here and roll it. Until it forms.
Chocolate tea is odd. Agreed. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's super odd. So this is like not quite a closed ring. I'm gonna, let's see, pinch this right here at the end and kind of crank it back that way a little bit. And then I will hook my chain on. And roll it until it closes up. And now I have lots of chain. So cute. If you would stay focused, please, phone, that would be fantastic. It doesn't want to play nice. Usually I have my second webcam on as my work table, but I wasn't sure if Michelle was joining us, so I wanted to use the different streaming service than I use when I'm using two webcams. So this was my solution of not knowing how to hook up the second webcam on a different account or two on the same account. I don't know. I'm technically challenged sometimes.
Yeah, we guess could have just logged in as me.
Yeah, I probably could have. Well, I didn't know if I could do it on the same computer, yeah. Although I suppose I could have probably done an incognito browser or something. Things you think of after the fact. I don't know, whatever.
Hey, at least the sound's working this time.
That's true. At least the sound is working this time. Closing up my rings. Another. And I don't know if you guys caught my really cheap and lazy jewelry organizer of my extra large eggs. Oh, I guess it's... I was like, I don't really have a good jewelry organizer, so we're going to use this empty egg carton. And I don't need a whole 18 cups, so I'll just cut it in half. Ooh, cat hair on my nose.
I got to see firsthand how involved Crush likes to be in her sewing.
Yeah, especially late at night. He's not so bad about it during the day, but at night he's like, "Mommy, it's nighttime. Come snuggle me." And then he'll crawl all around on the computer and Oh, good. I see Michelle's laughing at me. It's probably in reference to my stupid egg carton. Yep. All right. So I've got a little chain here. Let's see. I might make this a few longer. Okay, come on. I want you to focus. There we go. See, that didn't take me very long. Yeah, 15, 20 minutes maybe. Goofing off. Probably add like 5 more on, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look, that's how many I grabbed. How fantastic.
So is there anything you guys would like to know or just want to chat about?
Yeah.
Because you have Rachel here, Michelle's here, and I'm here.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, I do not do any of the sewing whatsoever.
Sam is our wonderful, fantastic manager, media.
I do a bit of whatever they need.
Computer things.
That's not sewing.
Yeah, we'll be like, hey, Sam, we need to sign up for this con. Or, hey, we need to whatever. There we go. Especially with me being busy with my little doofus.
I deal with paperwork.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm really busy because crazy child. And Sam will say, it's okay, I got it.
I once tried to do thread elastic for Michelle. It did not go well. I lost the elastic in the middle of the channel.
Was that during a wrist cuff party?
No, I've not been to a wrist cuff party. It was a back sharing for something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, what cons are you planning this year? We have rolled over our table, so we should, from last year for NECO, so we should be attending NECO this year, assuming everything goes according to plans.
Mm-hmm.
And then next year, we've applied for KATSU. They have a new system in place, so we'll see how that works. We've rolled over our table for Colossal to next year and Anime Boston to next year. So hopefully next year you'll see us at both of those, and those will take place as scheduled.
And it's not an official full con yet, or at all. I think it's one day. It might be two. It's some kind of extra Lolita event in Raleigh, North Carolina that's being planned for October. And Richmond is really only about 3 hours away from Raleigh tops. So I figure I might go down there and hang out for the day. And I don't know that I'll be bringing the entire full setup because I don't really know. I don't think there's enough space for that, but I will be there in some capacity with wrist cuffs and dresses and what have you. So that's
whatever gets thrown in the back of the trailer.
Yeah, basically. Or if I'm even bringing the trailer, whatever I fit in the back of my car. If I don't have to bring the 8-foot grid wall, I don't need the trailer.
Sure.
So that is... Yeah, we really aren't planning a whole lot. We may be sending some dresses down to Dragon Con with the Lolita Collective, but that's kind of dependent on how fast we get through the remaining ice cream shop and milkshake shop dresses, which we're working on. We're working on them. I know Michelle has the last few ice cream shops that haven't been sent out yet are being worked on. And then after I left her house, I came back with a whole bunch of milkshake shop that I've got in pieces. So if you haven't seen on the channel yet, my stupid 1 a.m. ruffle video of me going insane with ruffles. So many ruffles. That was one color. It takes me like 45 minutes. And let me just say, so many of you guys wanted banana ruffles that I have to do twice as much banana as any other color. So it's going to take me just an eternity to finish the banana ruffle by itself. And I just am not looking forward to it once I get my new spool of thread in the mail. Because that's the other dumb thing. I forgot to bring the giant spools home from Michelle's house, but I ordered some to start working and then very, very quickly ran out. So, well, time to have those sent to me.
Oh, Michelle stabbed her fingers so much on those mini bows.
Yeah, sewing them on was very... I did like half of them at her house before I came home, and they were not pleasant. And then she had to do the other half. And then I've made a whole bunch of mini bows here for the next round of stuff. Well, not that Milkshake doesn't need too many mini bows, just a few on each JSK bodice, but we did have another order of 20 pins from someone else who also has an ice cream shop as well as now getting a milkshake shop. And then I decided to make mini bows for myself because I'm insane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
Yes. Yeah. Our least favorite things to sew. Me personally, I just don't like doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like when we get into like super production mode, it kind of drives me a little bit batty. And I used to work in a drapery workroom, but my boss knew that I would go insane doing hotels because it was like 100 rooms of the same dumb thing over and over again. So she usually made me do like the fancy clients' draperies that were like only one set or two sets of each thing and then move on to the next one. And Michelle just hates zippers. Yeah, Michelle hates zippers. She gives them to me. But again, I learned how to do zippers in the drapery workroom and I did all the pillows. So zippers are not really a thing for me.
You'll frequently see newer belladonna designs without zippers at all, so that Michelle doesn't have to do them.
Very, very true.
One reason why we like shearing.
Yeah, that lovely shirring. And my hated thing is cutting. I don't like cutting out the pieces. So Michelle will cut out pieces and send me cut out dresses to put together. Because it will take me an eternity if I have to cut them out myself.
And I don't really sew, so I just kind of do my own hems occasionally.
Ow, ow, I pinched my finger. Oh, goodness. So what was that rule, Michelle? Don't drink and cut fabric? It's okay to sew, but don't drink. I think we should maybe add on the don't do jewelry and drink.
But you get more creative.
Oh, yeah, we get super creative.
That and also certain medications. Some of our most unique designs have come because of steroids.
All right, so there's my other 5. I've got a few. Pearl chain, let's see. Check that. That looks pretty good. Let's put this head bow on and see what we got. All right. Doot, doot. Start up here and come down here. Oh yeah, that's some good danglage. That probably wasn't the right word.
I heard it. Danglage.
Danglage.
Get your dangle on with belladonna.
So let's see. Where do I want to put these? I think I want to attach them to the actual bow part. Yeah, I think I may actually. All right. So what I'm going to do. Michelle, prednisone is a wild time for me.
Oh, you have childlike Empress vibes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're right. Fun fact about that movie and me, I only recently watched it like maybe a couple years ago as an adult because I was traumatized by
the horse.
No, not the horse, the weird growling monster in the cave.
Oh, I was going to say the scene with the Atreyu and the horse.
No, I don't even remember that part.
Ah.
Like, I don't know where in the movie. It was in school. It like first grade. I was like, this is horrifying. And I never watched it until I was an adult. So let's see. What am I going to do? I am going to now attach this pearl chains, I think, to the very edges here, and here on the bow part, of the bow. And like I said, I'm going to get a couple of these jump rings and I will open them up just with my fingers there. So they're, that's probably impossible to see. And I will take my awl and poke some holes. Time to poke holes. I'm just gonna stick it in there. Poke a hole so it's coming out front to back. And make sure I have a pretty decent sized hole in there so that the jump ring can go through. I'm going to wiggle that through. So the good thing about awls is they just kind of move the fabric to the side. They don't actually break the fibers, so it makes a stronger hole if you're not binding it with thread or a grommet or something like that. So now I've got here this jump ring threaded through. You can even see that. And then I will take my little loop and hook that around, and then close it up. And this is where I like to have 2 pliers to close. So I'll take these bent nose ones and the regular needle nose, and I'll just bend that back together. I've got hanging off here, and we'll do the other side. Try it on again. See. Okay. Sorry, you can't see any of this. All right. Swing that around front. Hook it on. Get my pliers. My other pliers. This is very weird to do at this angle so that you all can see it. All right, there we go. So now I've got attached here. Let's put it on, see what I got. Wow, this thing is really covered in cat hair. Good thing you can't see that. Or maybe you can. There we go. Oh, yeah. Let's just put that to the side there. And I can this keeps getting caught in my hair. Let's see. And this is the fun thing with jewelry, is kind of working on it and deciding as you go what needs to happen. So I've got these little thinglings, and actually I think I might attach some of these down here. I've got a whole bunch of these star and moon ones. Maybe I should hang them there. It'd be pretty. I don't know. Hang some other things. I have a weird hair. Okay. I'll take some more of these jump rings. I don't know why I have giant ones. Ah. Oh, come to me. Poking holes, stabbing my finger. That's the downside of awls. Stabby in the finger. Sometimes I'll use really tiny knitting needle and kind of make an awl, and that's not very stabby. But
I've had some that certain gauges are very, very stabby.
Yeah, I have a couple of like double-ended like sock needles that I use, and then I'll use a slightly larger one. Yeah, there you go. Okay, come on. This I have to do right here. Ooh, these jump rings might not be big enough.
What color are they?
Gold.
Oh, I've got silver and brass over here.
Nah, it's fine. I have a couple of larger ones that are silver, but I think I just need to finagle it a little bit. Oh yeah, get a little charm there hanging off. And you could always, something like this charm, you can always probably hand sew that on with some needle and thread. But
This is quicker.
This is pretty quick to just poke a hole in. And part of it too is that I'm not poking the hole down far enough or close enough to the edge. And then it takes up more fabric or more space in the ring. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hook together that.
I have a song stuck in my head that I want to hum, but I don't want us to get like copyright strikes for it.
It's fine. Oh yeah, that's pretty cute. Little dangly
bits.
Danglies over here. I'll put some on this side too. Go mix it up. Where's my other sun? Put that up here. And then I think I want to start sewing a few sequins and seed beads on with my needle and thread because that's always fun. Let's see. 2 more of these. And 2. Okay, take that all down here in the bottom. There's a lot of fabric in this point of the head bow because I don't know if you remember watching last month's stream. There's a little bit of fabric wadded up in the tip of the bow just by nature of you don't want to cut all the way in or it'll flip itself and then your seam will like break open. So you have to leave a little bit of fabric, but makes it a little bit better too when you're sticking a hole in it. It's stronger. There's more fabric there. Right. Okay.
So how was everyone's day today? Did anyone in the chat do anything fun?
I don't know.
We found lots of fun craft stuff today.
Yeah. Lots of bunny house time. The toddler has calico critters that are like her very most favorite thing in the world. And I mean, for good reason. They're very cute. And that lovely Megan sent to her for Christmas. And Auntie Sam brought her a few more buddies for the bunny house. And she's very picky about how you play with her.
Usually I spoil her, I give her the things, and then I walk away. And then I don't have to deal with it after. Ooh. Michelle is sewing.
What you working on? Oh yeah, Angela likes the calico critters. They're so cute. They're adorable, and their clothes are adorable, and they're just the cutest.
But just remember, if you're an auntie and you're spoiling said kid, if you're going to stick around for the next couple days after you give the kid the gift, maybe wait to give the kid the gift.
All right, there we go. All right, this is extra. That's maybe a little bit crazier than I intended, but you know what? With a wig on, it would probably be fine. I just don't have enough hair for this right now. But let's see. This is what I do when I do.
We've all stuck crazier things on our head.
We have. That's what we discussed the last time was does this go on my head craft store adventure, which we did none of at the craft store.
We didn't. They didn't really have like things to go on your head, but they had things to decorate the things that you put on your head.
Yeah, that's true. They had a lot of like.
Unless you wanted to do the sewing round or the knitting round.
Oh yeah, they did have those like round knitting looms that you like loop all the yarn around. But
You could turn that into a headpiece, kind of turn it into a crown easily.
yeah,
If it was the right size.
if it was the right size, yeah. What I did enjoy about this craft store, though, is they have all these foam wig heads with knitting needles stuck out of them like crazy mohawks. And I don't know if it's just they didn't have a pair, so they stuck it in there or what, but like, I thought that was pretty amusing.
Yeah, I also got a random jar of miscellaneous goods of like a certain color or theme. And it ended up coming with like almost a dozen like Lego size top hats.
Yeah, it was like so many top hats. She's opening up her little jar and like another top hat. Another top hat. Oh,
And
look,
then
more
a couple larger top hats.
Yeah, that was really funny. I wasn't really sure why top hat. Okay, so this bag here is just a bag of that kind of like oil slick kind of beads. Most of them are long, but then there's like seed beads mixed in. And honestly, I don't remember if I mixed the seed beads in or if they came like this because I've had them in my stash in this bag for so long. But what I am aiming for is to sift out pink and lavender and blue seed beads if I can find them. I think I may actually only have pink and gold, but I'm gonna try and fish a few out. So what I will do when I take my needle, which is hard to see maybe, I am using a size 8 needle, let's see, which is as in wire gauge or earring gauges. The larger the number, the smaller the diameter of the needle, the gauge. So I'm using a size 8, which has been generally small enough to go through most things. Sometimes with a thinner needle, my man hands break them less if they bend first so that they don't just snap. I don't know.
I have never broken a needle
I
with my hands.
I break needles so much. So I'm going to take this thread and I'm just going to like decide where I want to put, and I've got a knot tied at the end and I'm going to come up through my fabric here. And I've chosen to do navy blue because that's what's on the back. So I'm going to have a bunch of like knots and threads traveling around on the back side. So I will take that. I will pick up a sequin if I can. Come on. Are you not? Oh, you're not punched. No wonder I can't pick that up. This sequin's whole. It's not. I want to pick it up in a certain way. And I think sometimes if you have a piece of felt to put your little tiny beads and sequins on. So I would just put this sequin here and I will also pick up this little pink seed bead and thread that on. And this is like impossible to see. But then what I will do, if you can see this here, is not put my needle through the seed bead, but just back down through the sequin and back into the fabric to the back side again. And so then that will anchor my sequin on with a little pink seed beads with my little iridescent. So I'm going to do that a bunch of times. And what I then will do is kind of travel this thread to somewhere else and poke it back up. I'm not going to cut it off every time and just kind of leave enough so that it's not puckering and tight, but it's also not like loose and moving around. So I'm just going to kind of go to somewhere new. Pick up, move this over here. And these sequins keep flying places in my sewing room now. like, oh, great. There's that. And I'll come over to my crazy bag. I'll get a gold one. It looks like I just have green and gold and pink seed beads in this bag. Although I do have some more other colors. I think I might have blue in this other bucket over here.
You can hand it to me and I'll sort.
No, I have it in a bag.
Oh, okay. It's already sorted.
Yeah, it's already started. I have a bag of blue seed beads. So I thought I just wanted to bring out some of the blue from the modeling of the space. So yeah, that's gonna be my little extra bling on this guy. Might do danglies. You can do danglies off of the pearl chain if you want. And that's the good thing about these little flat-ended pins. See, all these are incredibly long. It doesn't really matter. I can put, this one's enormous, but oh, to the point where it doesn't stay on. Let's see what I got here. That's something smaller, like this blue one. That's the good thing too, is you can double up a little blue pearl. Let's see, a little blue pearl to kind of stop it on the end here. See that? Like that. And then put this chunky pink one on. Oh, there we go. And then you've got a little guy there. That you can then do that same rolling technique and hang it off of a chain, or, you know, a pearl chain, or just a regular chain as you desire. Let's see. Okay, I've got this on the back here. Let's see, where are we going next? Don't want it to be super dense with sequins, but all right. That would be pretty. Back down through the hole and back down into the fabric. And if you have a more specific design you want to follow on your fabric, say you've got cupcakes or what have you, and you want to bedazzle it in this way, it's a lot easier to follow the contours of the sprinkles or the, you know, the top of the icing, as opposed to just a random nebulous space fabric. Yeah, I think a piece of felt is a helpful item for beading and things like that. The gold one. Because it makes it easier to pick up the beads with your needle when you're dark blue and light blue would be pretty. And so again, we're going not through the seed bead, just back down through the sequin. And anchors that on like that. So now I've got, a few nebulous extra shinies. It's kind of hard to see.
We'll take a picture of it afterwards.
Yeah, it kind of just catches the light a little bit. I'm digging it. I'll take a better picture with my phone and we'll post it with all the extra dangly bits.
You could even see my really tacky party hat that I put glitter tool on top of.
Oh yeah, you found the glitter tool at the craft store today.
I did. A whole roll of it.
That then shed glitter all over my cutting table.
Exactly. And I'm going to leave it here.
Let's see.
Just so the 3-year-old can find it.
Mm-hmm. She'll love it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she'll try to decorate your pole with it.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. She's funny about glue, because if it doesn't stick immediately like a sticker, she doesn't know what to do with it. Right. I'm going to add one more on this side, and I will be done over here, because if I add too many up high where it's folded and creased, they're not really going to show. So don't want to do all that work and then nobody see it. Pick up, pick up, pick up. That's the one that doesn't have its hole punched in it, right? Go away. Be gone. Okay, I think I need a pink one. And then down. And then, I don't know if you can see, I've made this little big giant running stitch essentially on the back where I've anchored all of the sequins on the front. Oh, that's cute. And I will just take this and catch a little bit of fabric on the back. Tie it off because I don't feel like doing any more right down here.
We're doing this the easy way.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you have a more densely packed pattern that you want to actually sequin close together and then you separate it makes a little bit more sense and they're not quite so stretched out. But again,
Well, you could have sequined them before you added the backing fabric, so then you tied all the stitches.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's a thing, but so yeah, you may all of these.
But the way the end product lays down, you don't see the stitching.
Yeah. This is really, you can kind of see a little bit of extra glint, although this fabric is glitter fabric, so yeah. So trying to see what's going on. I don't know if I want to add some crazy danglies off of here.
But yeah, anywhere you put a chain, you can easily add on extra stuff.
Yep. Yeah, that didn't take too long. I mean, making the pearl chain probably took the longest out of all of this, just because you have to individually do each one of them. But again, if you were feeling super lazy and you just wanted to take this regular chain and then hang, you can hang pearls off of the regular chain, and that doesn't take very long either. The pearls that I have will go on the flat pin head and to hook on there, but you still need those round nose pliers to hook those on there. So I might put that right there. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to this. Like that. With the round roll. And I do kind of like to rock back. If you can even see that. I like to kind of, once you start to roll the loop around, I kind of like to rock it back in the other direction so that when you take this loop and finish the circle, it's centered instead of being offset to one side. So I'm going to hook that right in the front here. Get in there, you. Oh no, stop it. Stop it. Oh, come on. Now I'm just to open it up more. There we go. Oh, I know I'm having problems because I'm usually used to using the other loop to help anchor it as I'm manipulating. But now I don't have a loop here. There we go. Now I have a big, chunky hanging off of here. So yeah. I think that's looking pretty cute. I feel like we can probably safely end the stream. I know it's been about an hour now. I might do a little bit more work on this before I take a picture of it. But yeah, I think the end result's coming out pretty cute. And, you know, hopefully that'll give you a little bit of the basics of how to work with some jewelry stuff. And you can bedazzle head bows or whatever, or you can make necklaces or bracelets or little broachy guys. Let's see, we've got this pinned on the dress back here, but I know I've showed this off a few times before. Is this brooch I made. There we go. But I was using the same techniques. And this one I wasn't making pearl chains. I alternated the beads that I was using with some of these open work gold and black and kind of, let's see, this one I like at the very end because it was 3 beads before I made the loop. Yeah, this one was a chain with some things hanging off of it. So there's a lot of various looks that you can go with just from these couple of basic techniques and tools. Really, I don't even think my pliers set was more than like maybe 12 or 15 bucks at the most. And it's not something, you know, super expensive that you need to get. Just a couple of different ones that you can do different techniques with, and yeah, and seed beads. And then if you go to a craft store like the one we went to, which is just like all kinds of various random shenanigans all piled together in a jar, then you can have lots of different things to work with that are hopefully all color coordinated or at least themed together. So, you know.
And then getting the pins and some jump rings.
Yeah, the jump rings. And you can get big packs of jump rings for pretty cheap at Michael's or Amazon or wherever.
I only got this for a couple bucks, and it's a mix of different gauges of jump rings.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Alrighty. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us on the stream. And like I said, I'll take some pictures of the head bow once it's totally finished and I'm happy with it. And then
and I'm gonna keep drinking.
Yeah. I'll take my fancy grandma. All right.
And happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Sam. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
And
Mm-hmm.